I've never been on a road trip. I went to nearby cities and always back home next day. Never few cities in a row, never few days in a row, always by car. Now my first tangible teenage dream was the road trip. You know, if you're familiar with a series called Supernatural, they are traveling by car in a country to different cities, like all day long. No, it's a hard way to travel. It's not very comfortable. Now I know it's not. And even before I went to my actual first road trip, like I let myself romanticize it because it's funny, it's something new. I never tried it. Now I did mention in our last video that I manifested this trip, sort of, even though it is kind of close to the next trip that I'm planning. In a month I'm flying to a completely different country for a new vacation, but this trip was unexpected, came out of blue, and it was kind of a wild experience to be planned. Let me explain why. We went 8, almost 9 hours in the first day of traveling by car. We spent 9 hours in the car. The whole trip, I guess, took like 10, maybe 12 hours from the house that I live in to the hotel that we were staying for a night. 12 hours. Next day we went on car like 5 hours, and then the next day we were supposed to go another like 4 hours to the next city, but we decided to stay in the second city for 2 days, like kind of relax a little, and then the next city we went another 4 hours. And from there, my dad and my brother went on a car back home, and I flew to meet my sister in a completely different city. So for me it was wild because going to see this, I had a little crisis. Now it felt a little bit weird and a little heavy because at the end of the trip, when I felt a little dizzy, you'll know why, I had to go full on flying all alone to different city, and I think that made it a little worse, the sickness that I felt or the panic that I felt. Really, I think it was just panic, but yeah. It was a little wild. Now I'm back home safely and I can tell myself that it's all good now, but yeah, it was funny.
Hello there. I'm speaking to you from the last city of our road trip, and it has been a little difficult, but okay, so what's the plan? For me, it's not the end. From here I fly to a new city to meet my sister. There's one thing I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you noticed or not. I'm a little off. I'm feeling a little off. When we came to this trip, first, I think 2 days it was fine, and then like yesterday, I kind of felt it during the day, on and off, and then last night, I was waking up at night because I felt an intense toothache. And I felt like so drowsy with this like, it's not that I cannot fall asleep, it's just a little annoying, but it's the first time it was really like clear that I had a toothache. Last night and today's day is just like, it's constant. I can feel it constantly, just by walking, like doing anything. And if it's consistent like it is today and the last night, it's already annoying to the point that like I'm tired, like I don't want to feel that anymore. Before, I can deal with a certain amounts of pain during the day, like I can cope and fine, but now it's like like I have to go to the doctor. I have to go to dentist. I would go normally, but because we had this trip, I kind of like put it off. And now I need like to function more 4 to 5 days. I didn't buy yet a ticket back, which I'm now considering to buy a ticket earlier than I thought. Why I think it is. If we need to find a spiritual explanation for this, I'll give you another example. So probably like 3 months ago, maybe a little less, I made a vision board with my friend, and I like, you know, I was very spiritual about it. I really felt it. I really aligned with it. And after that, I got sick for 3 days. I had a cold that was so weird. I never had this kind of cold. The temperature wasn't high. The fever wasn't really bad. The symptoms were kind of just annoying, that, but I felt inside just weird and bad. I couldn't fall asleep. I felt feverish, but like again, the fever wasn't even that high, and I felt it 2 days, and then the next day I woke up, I felt it, but because symptoms got a little more subtle, I was just like, let me work. I sat to work, I worked, I went to eat, I came back to work. In this second coming back to work was a little pushing, because I was just like, I was sick for a couple of days. I cannot like miss working day again, but I kind of sick, I can miss a working day. But I was just like, no, okay, let's be productive. I don't feel that bad if I'm not moving. Like moving was really hard there, because the limbs were aching and everything. Let me just sit. If I'm not moving, I'm fine. So like as soon as I decided for the second time to set back to work, started working on my computer, in 10 minutes the whole sickness wasn't even there. I'm telling you, I didn't even take any medications. Yeah, I don't even know what it was. I started working for the second time. The second half of the day, I'm cured. Like even symptoms, like of course they can't disappear immediately, but the next day I felt fine, as if nothing happened. It happened like that. As soon as I made the decision that I don't need to be sick anymore, I'm fine. Sort of, I don't know. You think, and my mom told me this, like, you were clearly like paying off your vision board, switching timelines or stepping on a new level, and your body like adjusting to this new reality that you're stepping in. I really put a lot of energy into this vision board and aligning with it, so I guess I had to go through this adjustment in my body. In fact, that I wasn't before at any road trips like that. I think I felt a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe I was even a little bit pushing away, that I felt inside this like, I'm kind of uncomfortable. Like I kept thinking to myself in the back of my mind, it's like, I kind of want to go home. I kind of want to go home. And the best decision would be, what was that? The best decision would be to just sit down and say, okay, this feeling that you want to go home, why? Where it comes from? Like, to work on it. No, I was just like pushing. I was just like, come on, I'm having fun. Why do you want to go home? Now I'm at the state of mind which like I feel a little bit, not even a little, like I feel sick, and it makes me want to go home even more. I really hope I made a lot of meditations, and I'm going to do more. Then I'm gonna feel better in the morning. I just need to sustain myself functioning, hopefully painless, for next 4 to 5 days, and that would be fine. I'll come back home, I'll deal with everything that like is an issue, but now I need to be functioning. Moral of the story is, if you have this noise in your head that something's not right, you better listen to this noise and figure out what is not right. You don't have to retreat. Like, if you stepping on a new level, your body's naturally gonna go through, I think, some like sickness, minor sickness or something, because your mind used to function at a certain level. When you go on the next level, it tricks your brain. and you do the shadow work. But the same happens with your body. When your body used to live in one reality and you switch to another reality, it's okay if your body feels sickness at one way or another. I think that what's going on right now, and why is it showing itself just exactly during the trip. Hopefully we'll feel good in the morning and for the next 4 to 5 days. Remember, our bodies have ability to cure itself perfectly. You just need to realize how to do it. Which I'm doing right now. I'm reading the book I showed you in the beginning. Really, really believe that I will be fine.
Now let me show you where it all started. I had this notebook where I would plan out our road vaguely resembling the 66th road. I even had this board thing that you put on a wall with 66 road number on it. My friend gifted me. I had this notebook where I would plan our travel for United States, and I wanted to go by car. I talked in a previous video why it was sort of hard for me to say yes to this trip, even though I kind of wanted it deep down, but there was too much anxiety going on. But after I released all that, I was able to find this old desire of mine, an old dream of mine, that I actually wanted to experience it, and I wanted to be someone who, oh yeah, I have traveled by car, yeah, it's kind of this and that, like I wanted to this experience, I wanted to know what it feels like, even though I wanted to do it like in a different country, whatever. It's really the matter of how much you're able to romanticize the circumstances that you're in. You know, you could be also ungrateful, like, well, I wanted to do it in this city, in this country, and now I'm here, and I still didn't move anywhere. No. I think deep down, the more you enjoy your present moment, the faster you move to the actual physical reality and outcomes that you want to experience. Before going to this trip, I let myself reminisce about the old times when I was like early teenage years, when I was watching Supernatural and really longed for this road trip. I was letting myself really enjoy the moment and learning how to do it, because we all need to learn how to enjoy the present moment, because I think we all sometimes forget how to enjoy the present moment and the wonderful things in it that we often overlook.